Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita, Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing the week 9 of the year 2023. This is from the 27th of February till the 5th of March, and very important week because Mercury is going to be Avrohi Graha. Avrohi means when it is moving towards its sign of debility. That is from Aquarius sign to the Pisces sign. So now from Capricorn, it is moving towards the sign of Aquarius, where Saturn is waiting already for this Mercury. Mercury is going to be Asta, that is from the 25th of February till the 27th of March. Mercury is going to become Vast. So to start the video, I would like to request you that please change the location when you are looking at the transits, because I'm making these videos as per the New Delhi, India time, and it might be that, you know, the event takes place a day before or later. So change your time zones and then look at the readings. Also, this is weekly, so this is based on the moon's ingress. How moon is interacting with other planets is a very important way to look at the day-to-day routine life. And how moon is going to be impacting you personally will depend on the nakshatra it is transiting and the navmansha. For 6 hours, moon stays in a particular navmansha, that is the, the pada, the quarter. So 6 hours, every 6 hours, maybe, you feel that you're feeling uneasy or you're feeling very elated. So you just see, maybe it is transiting through a good quarter wherein you feel relaxed or you feel agitated, or maybe, you feel that today's day is not working my way. So it is maybe because the nakshatra is not that favorable, or is a nakshatra, which is 6, 8, 12 houses nakshatra. So all that I will be explaining, and I will be giving you the dates as to when you have to be doing certain things and when you should be avoiding. And Venus is also going to be ingressing in the Revati Nakshatra from the 1st to the 12th of March, and is going to be in Gandanta also by the end of its transit in the Pisces sign, where it is exalted. And then we'll be moving towards Rahu, and we'll be joining Rahu over there in the Aries sign. So what exactly is the moon's movement this week? Moon is going to be in Taurus sign. I have covered though last week, but still 26th to the 28th is going to be in Taurus sign. Then we'll be moving into 1st and the 2nd in the Gemini sign, 3rd to the 5th in the Cancer sign. So I will be covering how moon is actually forming a connection with all the planets. And it does, because 27 days, it completes its cycle of the whole zodiac. So moon is the swift test. And we must actually follow our readings as per our time zones, as I said, and no event takes place on the very same day of the transit. And also, this will be, this is being a live session. You might just find the timestamps a delayed way to put up. So I will be definitely doing that. And also subscribe my channel if you like the videos. Please do share the videos, and also hit the bell icon so that you can be notified the moment I upload the videos. All right. And thanks to the ones who have subscribed my channels. I'm very happy. 28,000 subscribers. I'm slow, but I'm steady. I don't believe in giving up, even if, I don't think so. It's that very important to look at the numbers and stop. No. So just doing my bit and trying to impart my knowledge, the original stuff in a flow, no editing, no put up. It's just in a flow. I'm sharing what I've learned in my 30 years of experience, being 50, heading to 53 years of my age. So I hope the kiddos around will feel a little disappointed. I know that thinking that I'm this old, I'm not boasting again, no bragging, but I do get marriage proposals, no kidding. I have grown-up children, so please, I'm so sorry. Maybe of their age, people are just asking me to, to woo me. So it feels good. But yes, I feel happy, and to uplift yourself, to uplift your mood, and to look young, you should actually do good to others. That's my mantra of life. And no chanting, no mantras, no donations can help you unless you actually do the good to others. Think good. Do good to others. All right. Too much of lecture. See, I'm aging. Can you see? When I do the lecture work, then I feel that I'm old. So please don't mind me doing that. So let's start with the predictive today. All right. So, okay, I must tell you that this is based on the ascendant and moon and the dasha, whatever is your dasha, you must see that also where it is posited, the dasha lord. Suppose you are in your Mercury dasha. See where Mercury in your natal chart is. Suppose it is in Gemini sign. So make Gemini your first house and see where the planets are ingressing. So that will give you a lot of clarity, because that's the, the dynamic reading. The static reading would be your Lagna is fixed. Static reading would be that your moon is fixed. But the dasha, antradasha, they keep changing. So if it is a long period of long dasha of Mercury, so see the sub-cycle also. Then make the sub-cycle, not Mercury, but see where the sub-cycle lord is, and then make that your first house, and then you will get the results better. Because people keep complaining that my predictions are not matching, it's all rubbish, she's talking all crap, she's talking all nonsense. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your beautiful comments, because, until unless you criticize me, I will stop. I will not, stop from making mistakes. But the only thing is that, you should see from all the angles. Transits are not seen the way it is looking like, it's not just one thing. There are so many things. And I will be taking up a lecture on Maharishi Parashara conference on transits. So if you want to enroll there, you can go to the website. Maybe, soon we'll be starting to sell the tickets also. But surely transits is a vast subject, and I will explain each and everything, try to explain each and everything in that conference also, which was there last year also. I did the advanced predictive techniques that time. Sorry, too much of talking. So let's start with the week 9. So in week 9, we are going to be starting first with the Aries sign. All right. So for Aries natives, this week moon is going to be in your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses, and Mercury is going to be transiting your 11th house. Beautiful transit, because Mercury in Aquarius sign is a futuristic sign. It is a sign of IT, AI, that is information technology, communication, curiosity. So you will become very curious, and curious to earn more knowledge, acquire more knowledge, earn people who are going to be, giving you, that kind of upliftment. Now you're going to get very serious in your communication. It's not going to be like, a superficial kind of a communication. You are going to be thinking about everything very seriously when Saturn and Mercury are going to be joining here. And moon is also going to be here in your Taurus sign and Gemini sign and your Cancer sign this week. So these are good positions for moon. You will feel quite elated. Maybe, to start with, you might feel a little aggressive, but aggressive about what? Aggressive about earning, earning more knowledge, earning more resources. You're going to be utilizing those resources. Don't get confused in your relationship. It might just lead to some issues. Otherwise, you have to be very cautious in dealing with people, because you know what? Rahu is in your 1st house. So you might become very, Rahu in the Lagna makes you very materialistic, and Ketu in the 7th house makes your partner very aloof. Rahu is materialistic planet, as you know, so it brings about a lot of things which you really need to acquire. Okay, and whatever you have acquired is Ketu. So now from Ketu, as you can see, Mars is transiting the 8th house from your partner's house. So this means that the partner is actually suffering, maybe health-wise, maybe wealth-wise, or maybe in the relationship, or maybe in your in-laws, you are having a lot of problems there. But it is going to be giving you some relief the moment your Lagnesh comes out of the 2nd house and travels into the 3rd house next month. So 3rd house will give you a lot of courage, communication skills. You will feel better. Undoubtedly. Venus is also going to be changing the nakshatra. It is going to be in Revati nakshatra, which is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is in dignity. So Venus is going to be behaving better. Venus is going to be giving better results as compared to the results of Saturn's. You were feeling, like, why I'm not getting the results? It's a Maraka planet, which is exalted after all. So you're not getting the kind of results you were expecting during Venus's exaltation. Because for Aries natives, planet which is a Maraka or a Dusthana and gets exalted will not be able to give the good results. You must understand. Good results as in what terms? Maybe in relationship you will have issues, maybe with the foreigners you will have issues, or it can make you aloof. You might just feel isolated. You don't feel like conversing with people more. You want to just isolate yourself. All that all those energies get aggravated when the Dusthana Lord or the Maraka Lord becomes exalted. And Jupiter, as it is, expands the energies. So during this week, first to the second would be beautiful time to communicate, to travel, short journeys, in case you have to make any decisions related to documentation, PR, visa, exams. You will be doing really, really great. Just take care of your skin allergies, or maybe some feet region you have pains. You have to be little cautious about all that. And with children also, communication, gap will be there. So you have to work through that. Maybe children are leaving you and going for further education. They're enrolling themselves. So you're going to be going through those energies also. By the end of the week, 3rd to the 5th, you will feel quite isolated in your own shell. You want to be in your own house. You want to do things where you maybe renovation or some kind of education plan you're making, or you're studying yourself. So all those will be enhanced. But take care of your mother's health on the 3rd to the 5th. That will be good for you. Also 25th February till the 5th of March, you have been very creative. You have been very creative, or maybe, you have been very romantic, or you have come across some potential partner, or maybe you have split from your ex-partner. And you have, been looking for another one. So this is the phase when you will be, deciding about your relationship very much. So it's good. And the whole week looks pretty good. And just be careful from the, Scorpio. So this might just bring about health issues, as I said, from the 3rd to the 5th. Just take care of your health and your mother's health also. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Taurus. All right. So for Taurus natives, this week moon is going to be in your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd house. Mercury is going to get exalted, and it is going to be Venus's ingress in Revati Nakshatra. So these are all looking good for you, to start anything new, any startup, any new relationship. In case you're thinking of investments, bigger plannings you're doing. So that is also very good because the Lord of your 2nd is in the 10th house. So maybe there is elevation or promotion at the place of work. You might just feel that your children are becoming little too much inclined to their job or their studies, very serious studies, and maybe some competition overview, success is also on cards. Ketu is traveling through your 6th house, which is considered to be little problematic place, because in relationship also, relationship wise also, and otherwise health wise also, you have been going through a lot. Rahu in the 12th house also aggravates some kinds of hospitalization, surgeries, and all that. So just take care of that. And maybe some property related decisions you will be making this week, selling of property, especially on the 3rd to the 5th. That is the time when you will be making certain decisions related to that. And from 1st to the 4th, especially, you have to be cautious about your investments. You might just get carried away and invest, and then, you just don't get that kind of, profits that you were expecting. So be careful about that. Otherwise, it's a good week for travels, for journeys, for going out and dining, or maybe you have a delegate coming over and you're entertaining them or just taking them out for dinner. That is also quite possible on the 1st and the 2nd. Take care of your teeth region. Maybe you're having some ear trouble or teeth trouble, so just take care of that also. Or maybe left eye trouble, you can have that also. So take care of all these things, because if you can see, only Mars is out of the Rahu Ketu circle. Okay, so, and that too a malefic. So what is this malefic? It's giving you that courage, that energy, that boldness, that aggression also at the same time. But at the same time, it is obviously Rahu Ketu axis, all the planets are. So you feel quite claustrophobic, you feel suffocated. I'm not getting that kind of success I was looking at. The authorities are troubling me. The elevation is not happening. Saturn has not been giving me good results. Saturn is in Dhanishta till now. It is the 12th Lord's nakshatra. So it is not giving me that kind of elevation. But don't worry, once Saturn moves into Rahu's nakshatra, you will feel better. You will feel that there are things which have started to move. And that happens next month when Saturn leaves this nakshatra and travels into the nakshatra from the 15th of March. Okay, things are looking good in your horoscope otherwise, because you have scattered planets not in the Dusthanas much. Only Ketu and Rahu are there, but your 8th house is pure. So not to worry about that. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. Just remind me in case, I'm missing out on any aspect, in the flow, I might just forget. So if you will ask me, I will answer, in the due course that, okay, do this. All right. Now, for Gemini natives, you will be thinking about publishing, some kind of project that is on cards. You're going to be publishing, or you're going to be, working through your potential that you have. You will be actually putting in a lot of effort. Maybe you're going to be traveling, you're going to be working through your financials this week, you're going to be working through your investments, buying, purchasing, selling of property. That is also quite possible. Change of job is also on cards. 26 to 28 would be the time when you will be associating yourself with the foreigners. You will be traveling for long distance journeys on cards. So plan everything well. Also, there is a possibility of, look change, appearance change also on the 1st and the 2nd, you want to change. And as it is, we're heading to Holi, so people are just preparing. Also, I have heard that, people are making bigger arrangements. So next week, I'll be talking about Holi also. And I see Mercury being combust from the 25th of February to 27th of March. It means that, people are asking me, is it scary or something? Your Lagnesh after all is getting combust. You must understand that Mercury has to derive his light from Sun. If Sun is not there, the king is not there, the prince will never flourish. It's like that. He has to take he has to learn from the king to acquire that kind of experience. So, when Mercury is very close to Sun, what happens? Father and son, when they come together, too much together, what happens? They might land up into argument, but it doesn't mean that they don't love each other. It's just that it's such a very I've seen, it's such a relationship, where there is always a line, there is always a restriction as compared to the mother, the moon. There is always a friction or a distant relationship with father. So when Sun and Mercury, they come closer, they just don't get along that well. That is why it is called combustion. So the moment, it's away, it passes again, away, little away, that's why it gets retrograde also, because the prince feels insecure the moment he moves away from Sun. Any planet that moves away from Sun feels insecure. Suppose it does get combust, but, when it is in the 2nd house, 3rd house from a planet, good. And then the planets feel secure. Opposite, they feel secure. All right. So here it is going to be giving you some kind of new relationship. You might come across some, some kind of financial strategy, and you will really be elated. There can be setbacks in relationship though, because Ketu is in your 5th house, and also not good for children. You might have some friction with children, or children might be leaving you and going overseas, because from Ketu, Mars is in the 12th house, which is the 8th house from Ketu. So this might bring about some changes. That you are heading to changes. You are going to be getting admission in the university. So you don't have to worry. I'm talking about your children, in fact, or if you are a student yourself. So things are changing for good also this week. So just be receptive and don't fall prey to the emotional setup and make wrong choices and wrong decisions. Be more communicative, be more open, and be more receptive this week. Because, there is a lot of confused state of mind as far as your friendship is concerned, because people might just use you, might just backstab you, and it might just lead to problems in the future. So you have to be a little extra cautious on that. Don't just depend on everybody blindly. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So as you know, these are live sessions. So anything that I missed out, please do mention. I will let you know what exactly has to be done. All right. So for Cancer natives, Moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. Very good transit to start with, to know what friendship you are moving in, what kind of circle you are moving in, what kind of social background you are carrying, with people around you, how you can improvise on that. because Mercury, being the ruler of the 12th house, is in the 8th house. Transit is going to be there, and Venus is also going to be in Mercury's nakshatra after all. So travel plans, anything to start related to enhancement of skills, studies, anything to do with health, you're going to be focused on. You're going to be having a serious approach towards life now, as far as your relationship and your health is concerned. You're going to be focused on all those areas. Maybe somebody is in the hospital, you're going to be looking them up. First and the second is going to be like that. And also, you might be feeling a little isolated during this time, or maybe you're preparing for a presentation or lecture, or maybe some kind of new technological, bent of mind you're having. You're going to be innovative. So all that energy is very predominant this week. 3rd to the 5th is the time when you can be very emotional. It could be that you are doing something which is going to be giving you some kind of setback, or maybe you get some news and you feel uncomfortable because of that. But at the same time, it is going to be giving you some clarity also. Because, whenever you go through a setback, it is a stepping stone to success, as we say. Any failure or any kind of setback, it's just a sort of a comeback. It pushes you to, do more rather than getting bogged down. So you will be getting that because Jupiter and Venus, two pious grahas, are there in your 9th house. See, Jupiter is in its own zone, but it's not having that potency to give the good results, just because Jupiter is also your 6th lord. So what happens, your people that you move around in, the circle that you move around in, the community you move around in, they are actually not supportive of you. You're just doing and doing, and you're not getting any kind of success. Okay. So this is going to be definitely giving you that kind of support during this week when Moon is in the 1st house and Jupiter looks there. So you will mentally become very strong this week. You will be able to make right kind of choices and decisions rather than getting emotionally carried away and carrying that emotional baggage and making wrong choices and decisions. So that clarity you will get because Rahu is already there in your 10th house. It is giving you a lot of workload at the place of work, and it is giving you a lot of confusion also as to what you should be doing, why you're and you're not able to spend enough time at home front because Ketu is there in your 4th house already. So this brings about a lot of chaos at the workplace. All right. But you can definitely work through it. Saturn is looking at your 10th house. So you have to work harder. It will make you work hard because it's the Ashtama Shani after all. But when it moves into the Rahu's nakshatra, things are going to be improving, depending on your personal chart, of course. But yes, Mercury in the 8th house, getting combust is not a bad position because Mercury is going to be giving you those kinds of connections, overseas clients, and also maybe your siblings or your neighbors, they are going to be very cordial with you, or you're going to be making some decisions regarding your investment planning also. So this is going to be a good week for that reason. Just that you have to take care of your health because Saturn is in your 8th house, and take care of your father's health also because you are having Sun's ingress in the 8th house, which is the 12th from the 9th. So this means that your father is not well. Okay. And Ketu is there as it is in your 4th house. So mother is also not keeping too well health-wise. And 8th house from Ketu is Mars. Not good. Not good for mother's health. So you should chant Hanuman Chalisa every day. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week, Moon is going to be ingressing your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. Very positive. You will be very energetic, very positive. Your approach towards your approach towards your work is going to be very aggressive. You're going to be very charged up in doing things now. You're thinking of expansion, maybe launching new products, arranging some meetings, and maybe some presentation. So you're going to be very busy. This week is going to be very busy, and maybe somebody will hurt your feelings, or the kind of accolades that you deserve, the acknowledgements that you deserve, you don't get it, and you feel quite charged up aggressively. Also, maybe you will pounce at somebody, because of your anger. Just calm down. It's okay. Whatever effort you will pay, the effort you will give, it will never get wasted. So don't worry about it. You will definitely get the results sooner or later. Just have patience. You have a Saturn transiting your 7th house. Mercury is also going to be ingressing there. So maybe till now you were having communication gap with your partner. The partner was feeling quite isolated. Now with Mercury's ingress, things are going to be getting better, and also good for your investments also, or maybe some upliftment in your financial growth also, because Mercury is your Dhanabhava Lord and is going to be transiting your 7th house. Very positive this week. And Moon will be ingressing your 11th house on the 1st and the 2nd. So communication will be enhanced. You will be meeting people, and you will be also on the 1st and the 2nd, especially, you will be arranging those meetings with the bosses, influential people, or maybe somebody known you will come across, or some news, positive news might also come across. And Rahu is in your 5th house, looking at your 1st. So you are already, quite, what do you say, uneasy because of that. There is a lot of confusion. You're not able to see through things. So you have to recite Hanuman Chalisa to get that clarity, to get that courage, because Ketu is in the 3rd house, which is, and forming a 6-8 relationship with Mars. Mars is your Bhagesh after all. Okay, and it's transiting, it's Digbali, it's definitely very positive for you. So whatever you will, the effort you will put in will definitely be paid off. Don't worry about it. It's just a matter of time, because, in the Bhagya house, we have a Rahu there. So what happens? It actually confuses you. You're going to some other path and you take another path, in last minute. You have to change the path, maybe external forces or by yourself, but you should enhance yourself, enhance your skills, or maybe you will come across people who are from different community. Unconventionality will pay off. So learn something, maybe a foreign language, learn something which is totally different than what you're doing right now, something which is out of the league. Then you will get, or maybe, think out of the box to find the solutions. You're just in that rut, so just come out of it, just come out of that loop. So then you will come out and shine. Moon will be transiting on the 3rd and the 3rd, 4th, 5th in your 12th house. So now that's the time when you will have some, maybe planning of the future, related to your workplace, meeting foreigners, or maybe, you're going to be meeting somebody in the hospital, or it could lead to some expenditures. Okay. So maybe expenditures are going to be giving you good results in the future, but definitely there are certain expenditures, maybe on clothes, on perfumes, or maybe on your children, quite likely. Okay, so maybe you'll be sending off your children for overseas studies. So all that is going to happen, and it is definitely looking positive. And Rahu is also looking at your 5th house, which is the house of children. So maybe your children are also going to be moving away from you for further education. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this transit of Moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week. It's a very positive time. To start with, you will be actually taking your partner out, or maybe dining out, or maybe you will be learning something new. A vacation is also on cards. Maybe you will go in for some vacation, but it is going to be uplifting you. The mood is good, and the approach towards doing jobs is very, very aggressive. Now you want to finish off everything on time. There is a possibility of meeting a special person during this time, maybe who is going to be teaching you, uplifting you. Learning from that person would be a helpful thing. And Rahu is in your 8th house, which is the 12th from the 9th house, to take care of your dad's health. And especially, on the 26th, 27th, 28th. These are the dates when you will feel a little uncomfortable or with your father. Moon will be ingressing in your 10th house on the 1st and the 2nd. So that's the time when you will be making some real good work at the place of work. Communication will be there, meetings will be there. You will be very satisfied. Okay, I did something, I achieved my goals. So all that is going to happen when Moon is in your 10th house. And also it is possible that, you know, you're going to be traveling and you're planning your travels, your journeys, and also Venus and Jupiter are looking at your first house, which is definitely going to uplift your financials, any kind of change that you are looking for or any kind of investments you're looking for. So this Jupiter and Venus is going to be definitely giving you. See, Jupiter and Venus combination in the 7th house is not considered to be good because this is the place where it's like Karko Bhavna Shai. So what happens, you know, if you're looking for a partner, a potential partner, if you're solo, single, so this definitely activates it. But at the same time, you know, this brings about problems and communication gap between the partners also. Why? Because, you know, Jupiter is not a planet, you know, who's a material planet. You know, he's not that kind of a planet who will ask you to do things, you know, like physical or anything to do with, you know, material realms. So in the 7th house, it's sort of a Libra sign, you know, because it's in the natural zodiac, 7th house is a Libra sign. And Jupiter gets Digbali in the 1st house. Here it loses the Digbal. So Jupiter feels very uncomfortable in the 7th house, which is ruled by Venus in the natural zodiac. So you feel quite detached in your relationship. The kind of expectation the partner is having, you will not be able to. And Jupiter-Venus combination also gives a lot of relationships also. Many relationships. A lot of relationship is not a right word, but many relationship. Okay. So moon will be lastly in your 11th house. So you will be having some friend circle who will be working through your investments. You'll be taking advice from people who are going to be actually helping you out when you're stuck. Or maybe your friends are very emotional about you. You have not been visiting them from a long time. There's a long gap. So 3rd to the 5th, you might just come across your old friends. And there will be some news coming your way, you know, something related to your relationship also. This is definitely going to be giving you some kind of relief in your financials. Ketu is in your 2nd house, which is the 8th from the 7th. So partner's health, you have to be keeping constant check from time to time. And in the 9th house, you have from Ketu, Mars transiting. So this means that you will be having some kind of issues related to your financials because of your father. Okay, so work through that. Mercury is also going to be ingressing your 6th house, and this is the time when you will be having some kind of you know, you will be making some kind of you know, routine planning. You're going to be changing, you will be getting busier, and this is also going to be bringing about some homework, meetings, appointments, checkups. You know, you will be maybe, you know, you're in a rush, so Saturn will slow you down. So just take it easy. Everything will be done with Mercury's ingress in the 6th house and your Lagnesh in the 6th house. So take care of your health also. Okay, when Lagnesh is in the 6th house. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. Libra natives have been feeling quite uncomfortable because, you know, they feel that why Venus is not giving us the results. It's exalted, but it's not giving the results. But remember, 8th Lord is getting exalted. Okay, so you will be anxiety prone. Libra people are feeling very uncomfortable. People are coming up to me and asking, you know, why we are not feeling the results of the exaltation. Libra especially, you know, they're saying that why we are not feeling the results. It's because, see, I know it is like, you know, Viprit Raja Yoga, where, you know, the 8th Lord is in the 6th house. So those thanas exchanging. So that is okay, but you must understand, whatever said and done, when the 8th house Lord gets amplified due to Jupiter's presence also over there. So what is going to happen? First thing would be that it will enhance the negatives of Venus. Okay, lust is going to be there. You're going to be meeting many, maybe girlfriends or boyfriends you'll be making, or maybe your anxiety levels might increase. Unnecessarily, you will be anxious. As it is, Ketu is over the 1st house. Can you see? So you're very anxious. Now, to start with, moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week. So you must actually focus more, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Sorry, 1 second. So moon is going to be in your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses this week. So this is going to be uplifting you. Some kind of transformation is coming into you. You know, you're going to be planning everything in a very organized manner now. You're going to be very emotional to start with. You know, in relationships, you feel that because moon is going to be in Pap Kartari also to start with. So you have to be little extra careful. You're pressed on time. You're feeling that, you know, you're not able to achieve your targets and goals. You're doing things, but nothing is moving. So you feel that somebody has suffocated you, that claustrophobic energy kind of a thing. So you're feeling that on the 28, 20, 26, 27, 28 especially. So things will start moving ahead. Don't worry. First and the second, you will feel better because moon is going to be in your 9th house, and things are good at the place of work then, or maybe you're planning your journeys, you're planning your trips, you're planning a dinner maybe with your family. So you're feeling little calmer now. You should study. You should read a book. You should just pick up and start studying something different, something new. So this will actually upgrade you. Okay. Mercury is also going to be transiting your 5th house. Very good for education, higher studies, in case you're planning, because it's the 12th lord in the 5th house. So student natives are definitely going to be planning their journeys, 9th lord in the 5th. So you're going to be moving into some competition. You're getting that success also. In the 6th house, you have a Venus, your Lagnesh with Jupiter. So definitely for competition, it is a good transit. But for health, you have to be a little extra careful because Ketu is in the 1st house and Mars is in the 8th house. So Mars is your Maraka also. But Maraka planet in the Dusthana, it actually cancels out the negative impact of, not cancel completely, but it minimizes the negative impact of Mars here, because it is the Maraka planet. It is the death-inflicting planet. I should be using that word because it is Maraka means hurdles, you will feel little, that delays and frustrations, but definitely the end result is going to be very good. Ketu in the 1st house detaches you actually, you feel quite spiritually inclined. Maybe you're overdoing the mantras now. You will be sitting for long hours in the religious places. You will be feeling that, you need to do things and you will get the results only when you seek the divine. We all should actually seek the divine, and unconditionally, and surrender, think that is working, that, just throw it in the universe and it will come back, whatever you will. So throw the positivity, send the positive vibes and you will get them back. It works. Believe in me, it works. It's nothing superficial I'm talking about. It is not that I'm talking something very impractical. It does happen. If the radio frequency can match up, why not what we speak? Why it will not come back? So I trust the universe for that reason. So speak something which is not negative. Okay. Your partner is also creating some kind of problems, expecting too much from you, and you're feeling detached rather. And the partner is also, having some issues at the place of work. So you will be feeling a little uncomfortable on the 3rd, 4th, 5th regarding the partner's mental health, so you will have to help the partner, rather than just expecting too much from the partner or detached from the partner. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be ingressing your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. Very good transit to start with. 7th house transit is good for connecting with your partner. Your partner might be a little emotional or aggressively emotional. That also happens. So you have to tame those energies. You have to actually understand your partner well. Okay. Your partner is a little unwell also, so you have to take care on the 26, 27, 28 especially. You might just feel the energies towards drifting apart. You're not feeling that kind of connection with your partner. You might feel that you're not able to make the partner understand, or if you're solo, your relationship, your brother, sister, or maybe some uncle, aunt, you're feeling very uncomfortable with them. They just visit you and you feel quite uncomfortable. So that is something which you have to change your nature a little bit. Don't think that if somebody has time and has shown up, so you just can't show that. You have to honor that person, and with dignity. So just accept and help. Maybe they need your help, so just help them. Moon will be ingressing in your 8th house on the 1st and the 2nd. So that's the time when you can have some complications related to your communication, because of your communication, maybe with your in-laws, with your family members, or with your partner. You can have some kind of emotional bent of mind. You feel that you're doing things and it's not working your way. So you have to give some time. You have to have patience, and by the end of the day, you will feel that things have actually gone the way you wish to. So it's falling in place by the end of the week. So don't worry about, the 8th house ingress, Chandra Ashtama, as we say, is going to be very, very harmful. It's going to be very difficult time. But first and the second might just give you some kind of issues related to your health also. So just take care of your mental health, because Ketu is also looking, so you might be a little anxious also. Anxious could be because of anything. I cannot describe it because it's your personal horoscope working. I cannot say about each and every one here. But surely the general predictions show that there will be some anxiety. So, you drink water from silver cup, store some water in the silver jar or cup, and then, just after 2 hours, drink it. So do it every 2 hours and you'll feel better. Okay. And, you should actually be in the garden, connect with the nature, plant a tree, you will feel better. A sapling or something, you just plant or bring sapling at home, some kind of plant or something to do with the, in your yard, you can just do some yard work. You will feel better because Mars is in your 7th house already. And lastly, Moon will be from 3rd to the 5th in the 9th house. You will feel better. You will be going to a religious place or a shrine, or you will be traveling, or you will be connecting with somebody who is going to be actually uplifting your mood, or maybe you will be learning something from that person. So be more receptive to all these energies. And from the 9th house, there are planets in the 8th house from there. That is in the 4th house, Mercury, Saturn, and Sun are transiting. So this is something which might just bring about some issues, health issues to your father. So take care of your father's health from the 3rd to the 5th. Also, mother's health is actually, little under the weather. So take care of her, communicate with her, and you will have some kind of issues related to your communication also, that the communication gap or ego clash can be there with your family members during this week. So you have to take care. Mercury is ingressing in your 4th house. So this might bring about, some kind of change of place. You might be just going in for some, some kind of gathering. You might be spending time where, you are going to be more about the family. You'll be spending time with them, and you have to be just, don't be casual. Don't be casual about your own people. Never be too casual about them. And this will bring about that futuristic approach towards sorting things out now. You're going to be not doing things in a conventional manner. You're thinking about how you can be improvising on the relationship. You might be just going in for some paperwork in a very meticulous manner during this time when Mercury is in your 4th house, some paperwork related to vehicle purchase or land purchase or property related issues that you're going to be sorting out. Saturn is there in the 4th house already. So this is also bringing about some change. Naturally, any malefic transiting through the Kendra will bring about some change. That is why the Kendras are very, very powerful pillars. So these are going to be really helpful. These periods are going to be helpful. As it is, Jupiter is looking at your 1st house. So this is a big time saving grace. Jupiter is your friendly planet, 2nd house lord in the 5th house. So this is going to uplift your financial growth, financials. Okay. And you must actually connect with the foreign lands. Maybe if you're a student native, you will be planning your journeys, onward journeys, studies, university, joining university. People are waiting for the results. So you're going to be getting that also. That is going to be giving you that kind of relief now that you've been waiting from a long, long time. Rahu is in the 6th house, so take care of your health. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses this week. So you will be very much into, future planning right now. You're going to be very, your approach is very optimistic this week. You're going to be thinking about your health, your, how you can plan your, your work, how you can be organized, more organized, because, everything is haphazard in a very, unorganized manner till now. So you're going to be planning everything in a very meticulous manner, and you're going to be doing things in a better way. Mars is also looking at your 1st house. There's a lot of aggressive energies, and the tendency towards doing job is a very, you're doing any kind of a job in a very aggressive manner. You're very agitated also at times. With Moon and Mars combination, it might just aggravate initially. So just vent it out on a treadmill rather than, just, or maybe connect with the nature. Go out, walk. As it is, Sagittarius is the sign of nature. So you should connect with nature, forest. So it's forest. So now we can just balance it out with saying, because you can't go to the forest now. So you can just simply connect with nature, plant a tree, you just have a connect with the people who are like-minded, rather than meeting people who are just pulling you down and aggressive tendencies and all that. Love relationship for Sagittarius ascendants. Okay, so as far as your love relationship is concerned, Rahu is there, so a lot of expectation is there in your love relationship. Ketu is in your 11th house, so this means that you're very detached with your friends right now. You're weeding away the friends, the community you move around in. You're not too happy with people who are actually, pulling you down. That's what I said. So Rahu will be actually giving you that tendency to meet people who are better than you. You want to be very creative. You meet creative people. You want only those who uplift you. Ketu in the 11th house will not let you have people who are not spiritually inclined or who are not doing things in an ethical manner. All right. Ketu moves up. Okay, looks up. Rahu looks down. Moon will be ingressing in your 7th house on the 1st and the 2nd, and that's the time when you will be connecting with your people, with this community you move around in. Maybe you'll be communicative with them. Also, it is likely because Mercury is also ingressing, being the ruler of the 7th house and your 10th in the 3rd house. So this is a very good time to connect with new people, or maybe uplift yourself at the place of work, some new job or some new assignment you'll be getting, and you'll be working through that. Travels will be there, short journeys, long journeys. You're planning everything. Also, Venus and Jupiter are in your 4th house. So this will give you some kind of, from a long time they're there, but Venus is going to be in Revati Nakshatra, and then it will be moving towards the Kandanta zone also. So when it is in Revati Nakshatra, so this is the time to actually explore something new, maybe buy a new vehicle, or change your way of communication. Okay, maybe you're not communicating the way you should be. You're just maybe just doing it for the sake of it. So you have to change your modus operandi. You should change the way you should be looking at things. Okay, your perspective. Things will look better. 3rd to the 5th, Moon is going to be in your 8th house. Now, 8th house transit of Moon gives a little bit of emotional bent of mind, making decisions emotionally, or some health issues. You eat something out from outside and you feel uncomfortable. All that is quite possible. So you must actually understand and look into because it's a Chandrashtama. So you should look at your, mental setup, study yourself well. What happens? You tend to make wrong choices and wrong decisions when you're emotionally inclined more than practically inclined. Remember, emotions definitely have to be there. Without emotions, we are just robots. So I always say that when you are getting carried away, just take a pause and then make a decision, rather than just going too much, overboard, and then you make wrong choices. Take care of your dad's health, and short journeys might be a little cumbersome. So just plan everything well. Okay. And in relationship, don't be too detached with your partner. It might just bring about some, irritation to the partner also. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. In my February video, I have given all the dates, so please make a note of the dates also. It's very essential. For Capricorn natives, Moon is going to be ingressing in your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses this weekend. This is a good time to start anything new, any new relationship, creativity, anything to do with sports activity, or some hobbies, or any kind of interest that you have. Unwind. Fun-filled week, I would say, to start with. So you should actually focus on unwinding. You have been doing a lot of work, so you need to take rest, take a break, rather than just doing things, in a mundane level all the time, just struggling and doing and just not giving yourself time. You need to. Okay. So just take it easy. Mercury is also going to be ingressing from the 1st house to the 2nd house. So this is a good time for investment planning, travels, or maybe, something to do with your planning your budget, or organizing yourself, how you can be more communicative with your family members. All that is going to be helpful, if you do things in a very meticulous manner. It is going to be helpful if you are going to be, you are in the, in the job of writing, or maybe, anything to do with writing and, investment planning. All that is also quite possible if you are a teacher yourself. So this is a good transit for you. You might get elevated at the place of, if you are teaching in a school, and you might be splurging in high-tech gadgets. You might be just spending too much. So you have to be very careful and cautiously spending your money. All right. It is definitely going to be good for your communication skills, and Moon will also be joining hands, with the Mars initially, and then we'll be moving towards the end, your seventh house. So it is the from seventh house, the transit of Saturn, Mercury, and Sun is in the eighth house. So your partner might be very uncomfortable or will be unwell by the end of the week, 3rd to the 5th, or maybe you have eye trouble yourself, teeth trouble, skin issues. So you will be, or maybe in the right eye, you have some sty or something. So you are feeling very uncomfortable because of that. So just use boric acid. I think the powder is there. You mix it with water, lukewarm water, and just clean it. Somebody was asking about sty, in the eye. So that's one of the remedies. So do it. You see, you have maleficent points in your Kendra. Rahu is there, Ketu is there. None of the planets are there. Okay. Saturn is also looking at this Rahu in the 4th house. So this might bring about changes, change of home, change of place, change of job, quite likely. You're losing interest at the place of work. You're not interested, or maybe you're not given that kind of importance at the place of work, and you feel detached. So all those energies are actually piling up now. So you might just explode one day with out of anger. So that you have to actually keep a check on, because these are guiding tools. In general, I'm giving you the prediction in general. So you have to be little mellowed, and you have to understand other people's perspective also. Don't be too rigid, because it's a sign which is earthy sign. So earthy sign people, they become very rigid at times, they become, they should connect with the earth, plant seeds, or, go for nature walks. This will help you, or pet a dog or pet a cat. So this will actually help you, because you need that kind of shift of energy, because you will be always otherwise be having some kind of issues related to your work and your people around you also. And this will bring about some issues in your health also then. Okay. Don't spend too much. Try to save money. Okay. Venus and Jupiter are, as it is transiting your 3rd house. It's good for your communication with people, cordiality maintain, new friends. You'll be meeting new people. So make the best use of all these areas, which are positive. There are definitely 2 grahas which are positive in the chart, right? Venus and Jupiter. So they balance out so many things. One planet, which is a benefic planet, which is actually helping you out, it is more than enough in a chart. Okay. All the planets have plus minus, but remember. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. Okay, so 4th, 5th, and 6th houses means that you've traveled a lot, or you have worked a lot. Now you want to take rest. You want to be at home, you want to be with your family, you want to spend time with them, you want to watch television or Netflix or whatever, you like doing. You're going to be spending time at home, or you want to just upgrade your surroundings, just renovating, redecorating. All that is quite possible. And in case you're feeling that, you're not getting anything, like maybe property related issues are stuck or something, so they are going to be moving as well, because Mars has come out of Rohini. So this is going to give you some changes also as far as that is concerned. Moon is going to be in your 5th house, and that is from the 1st and the 1st, 2nd. So that's the time when you will be actually very much involved in the circle that you move around in. You're going to be very creative. You're going to be thinking about growth. You're going to be thinking how you can connect in a very refined manner with people. You will be changing your perspective, educating yourself, enhancing your skills, learning more areas of life. Open up. That's the best thing to do. Okay. And be more communicative with your children, actually. That will bring about a lot of clarity to them also, in case they're thinking of planning to go overseas, how they can do that. Mercury is already transiting, in your, who's feeling depressed. Why? Don't feel depressed. Everybody feels depressed sometime or the other in their life. So don't worry about all these things. It's a passing phase. Always remember 6 hours. If you cut 6 hours time period, you will see there will be a 180 degrees shift in your mood. So if you are in a good mood, 6 hours, you will go party. You will party for 6 hours. If you do it more beyond 6 hours, you will faint. You cannot enjoy more than 6 hours also. Remember. And of course, if the nakshatra is bad, so it is like, it has to give a mixed kind of results also. So that's, transit is not easy. If you will superimpose on your natal chart, it's a long thing, like too many things to check. But anyways, these are general predictions. They will definitely help you. Don't worry about it. Everything is going to be fine. You don't have to lose hope. If you feel depressed, chant Hanuman Chalisa. I'm telling you, it will uplift you. Or chant Ganesha chant. Listen to the bhajans, some not meditative music. Don't listen to the meditative music. Let the bhajans be on. Bhajans are the hymns, the divine hymns. It involves, a lot of spiritual, comfort. It gives you that soothing impact. So do it and then you will be feeling better. Don't worry about it. You're which sign? I couldn't get you. Pisces? No. Okay. I couldn't get your sign actually. I can't see it properly. It's very small. You can write the sign instead. Okay, anyhow, I'm talking about Aquarius, right? Yeah. 1 sec. Okay, so moon will be ingressing in your 5th house. So connect with your children, connect with your hobbies, what you like doing, unwind. Moon will be ingressing in your 6th house. So that's the 3rd to the 5th. So do something about yourself, how you can improvise on your communication with others. There's a lot of workload, how you can delegate it, how you can organize everything. This will give you a lot of time to contemplate on things which you have not been able to. This is the time to organize, structure, calendar planning, all that you will be doing as well. And it will give you, okay, Aquarius moon. Okay. Sorry. Blessed West. Okay. Aquarius moon. Okay. See, you are feeling depressed because Saturn is ingressing in your 1st house. Okay, number 1. It's going to be there for 2.5 years. It's not that you will be depressed all through. One more reason of being depressed is that Mars is ingressing in your 4th house. 4th house is the house of happiness. So you must work out, you must sweat it out, and you must do things. And you should recite. There are more reasons to recite Hanuman Chalisa. It will give you a lot of solace, lot of, calmness, peace. And you should hear to the bhajans, as I said. Google and you will come to know what I mean by bhajans. So you will get that clarity. BHAJANS, bhajans. Okay. So just listen to them. They are really, they bring peace. Let them play around in the house all through the day. Or maybe, the songs that you like or the numbers that you want to hear. You can always do that as well. So when moon is in the 6th house from the 3rd to the 5th, so that's the time when you will be actually working out, health conscious. You put effort to, sweat it out. That will really help you. Saturn in the 1st house, sweat it out. Work hard. Maybe you're not focused on your work. There are certain things which you're not paying attention to. Okay. So you must actually do things which uplift you rather than falling prey to the things which bring you down. Okay. So this is going to be helpful. Rahu is going to be in your, of course, it's transiting your 3rd and Ketu in the 9th. So travels might be cumbersome. Short journeys might be there. Too much short journeys are there, and too many short journeys are there. And maybe, siblings are also creating some kind of havoc or fuss. And it is the 6th house from the 10th. So that's also one of the reasons people are backstabbing you. People are conspiring against you. So you have to be very cautious about that, to put conscious effort not to fall prey. Don't discuss anything against anybody. Maybe they are discussing, they're gossiping, they're gossip mongers, and then you also get involved, and then you are involved in that situation in a very bad way. They will just say something against you to the bosses. Oh, he was also, or she was also, conspiring against you. She was also the part of the gossips. So what will you do? So don't get into those groups where things are looking filthy. Okay, keep yourself at bay rather than, just getting involved in that gossips. Okay, people are not going to be helpful for sure. I can make out. Mercury is going to be in your first house, as I said, for Aquarius. So this is you can expect more of outspokenness, and you have to be very easy on what you write, what you share, the opinion that you share. You have to be cautious because Saturn and Mercury combination in the first house, you are feeling very detached. Wherever Saturn is, it makes you udasin. In Hindi, it's said udasin. You feel depressed, you feel detached, you feel cold, you feel that people are not understanding you. It's because of Saturn energy there. So work out. You should work out and listen to the good things only. Okay. Sorry about this long lecture. Coming to the next one, that is the last one. Oops, sorry. The last one is Pisces. Aquarius, I have to tell them, see, somebody was suffering, so I had to, tell the Aquarius people are suffering because of Saturn in the first house. So I have to explain things to them. And as you know, I just go on and on and on. Sorry about that. So for Pisces natives, this week, Moon is going to be ingressing in your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. And you are going to be feeling quite charged up. You're very confident. You're very, very focused on your work, how you can improvise on yourself, how you're going to be taking the risk now. All that is going to be very, very predominant this week from the 26th to the 28th. You're thinking about growth now, actually, how you can connect with your co-workers, how you can make changes in your working, how you can, change the way you're working. You are going to be looking at things in a very different perspective this week. You're going to be starting to actually. Mercury is going to be in your 12th house, which I will be in a bit. I'll be sharing with you what exactly it means. But definitely it is going to be giving, this moon is going to be giving you a lot of energy and focus on the work, and you should sweat, you should work, you should work out, you should follow a diet plan, and also sweat it out. That's the best remedy. Don't spend too much on the gadgets and all, you're just thinking about you're feeling low and then you start spending. Okay, that shopping spree that you take up, so you have to be a little careful about that also. And be more creative this week if you are creative, because your 4th lord is in the 12th house. So learn something new. 4th house is the house of learning also, mother's lap. Okay, and education, the preliminary education is seen from the 4th house. So learn something, write a book, write something which actually, is which gives you that solace, that peace, rather than, just running around and not getting any results, anything, any kind of good things. And also it is moon is going to be in your 5th house, and that's on the 3rd, 4th, 5th. So that's the time when you should connect with your children, think about them, how much support they need, how you can help them out, how you can be available for them, and also connect with your children, maybe play a game. You can go out and play some games, like badminton or tennis or something, where you connect with your children. Okay. And your own self. When you connect with your children, what happens? You also become a child, isn't it? So when you play, when you pursue your hobbies, you become a child. That is why you should never leave. 5th house is also house of romance. Romance for what? It's not just the man to man, girl to girl, or only people you connect with. No, it's not about romance with others. It's about romance with your own self-worth, because it's your horoscope working, right? So 5th house means that you're connecting with your own self. You're spending more time with yourself, where you touch the roots, where you become a child yourself. Okay, so spend some time, alone time, in organizing yourself, being creative, understanding your hobbies, touching your hobbies again, fun, entertainment activities. So all that you will do, you should do. 3rd, 4th, 5th is the time you should be doing all that. Okay, and it will definitely give you that kind of, solace also. And as it is Mercury is transiting your 12th house, so this is like, not considered to be good for, aloofness. You should be more involved in the things that give you creative energies, learn something new, or maybe, you invent something new, which gives you some kind of positive energies. Health-wise, Ketu is there in your 8th house, so you have to take care of your health, eating habits, whatever you eat and you discharge is Ketu. Rahu is mouth and Ketu is discharge. So you have to eat right because Rahu is in your 2nd house. You might just fall prey to the unethical ways or means to earn money. So that you have to be extra cautious because Jupiter is in your 1st house. It will not let you do that. Ego clashes might happen with people. So you have to be taking care as well. Venus is going to be in Revati Nakshatra. So this is going to be bringing about some changes, buying of vehicles, changes in your relationship chemistry and bonding is going to change. There is something new, something different, which is going to be coming up. So all that is going to be, the bond is going to change, the relationship question is going to change. So all that you have to be actually working through. And this week, I think rest is good. We're good to go. And Saturn and Mercury, Sun is in the 12th house. So overseas connectivity is very, very strong. So maybe somebody is in the hospital you're going to be looking up, or maybe some kind of loans, debt, diseases, you're going to be working through. Saturn is in the 12th house as well. It's going to be there for a longer duration though. But it is definitely going to be giving you some foreign travels as well. In case you have to, then you should, because 4th Lord is in the 12th house with your 11th Lord and 12th Lord. So you're going to be planning your onward journeys also. All right. So this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon sign, or the Dasha sign-wise predictions. I hope you all enjoyed this reading, and do write in the comment section in case you have any kind of critical comments. Most welcome. And if you want to ask something, definitely I try my best, to reply to all of you. But at times what happens, I'm not able to. So just pardon me for that. All right. Stay tuned. Keep watching for such updates. Om Tat Sat.